Wilding on Wednesday.
That's right, we wildin'.
We wilding. Now, does anybody remember wilding?
I remember.
I know you do. That's why we did that. But does anybody else out there remember? Does anybody remember wilding? Because we heard about it as a reference to
groups of young people,
gang activity by groups of young people.
I don't know if they were gangs, but they were young people, and they would go, "Oh, wilding."
No, that they.
Cross the street.
Well, you know, if you watch the news, every once in a while they have to make something up, right? They got to come up with a new phrase, like you know, I don't know. Anyway.
Wilding.
Yeah, like, so they came up with this new thing because these are young kids. The wilding is done by like 12, 13, 14, 15-year-olds, but there's so many of them, it's a force to be reckoned with. Mm-hmm. Okay. So every time we would see kids out on the street, we would say, "Wilding, wilding." And we decided that that should be our Wednesday because we're switching things up a little bit, kids.
That's right.
Which just means we're using different words.
Right.
But
can't let it get stale.
No, can't let it get
Happy
stale.
Wednesday.
Yeah, happy
wilding on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Children of the lawn.
Love it.
Sprouts without doubt.
Sprouts without doubt. Seeds without needs.
Seeds without needs.
I've been trying to come up with another one, but I just can't get there.
I think that's good for now.
Nothing's ever good enough, Gene. Okay, so let's see. Where are we today? Since we're
wilding today.
Yeah, we are freaking wilding. I picked out some different stuff. Some of it you might have seen somewhere, but this is, and I'll narrate during some of these, but some of them. You remind me what the first one is?
Leslie, theme from Imaginary Western from
well,
1987.
That's just this. Yeah, you know what? That's just that's Leslie's birthday was the other day, and
22nd.
22nd, and
and Dr. Bruce's was the 24th.
That's right. So do we have to play a Roy Orbison song too, or we wait 3 more days? Anyway, the rest of the stuff that I have besides this track, and I've played it before, but I love it so much, and I'm so happy that we did this. This section of things started my long-running friendship and bandmateness with Leslie for a long time. 1987. This is The Bottom Line, live on K-Rock, and here we go.
When the wagon is a city for the forest further on, painted wagon in the morning, dusty road, where they gone? Sometimes they found it, sometimes they lost it, fought each other along the way. Painted wagon in the morning, look his head. Anybody know? Oh, the sun. that they play for the fire that they started. All the girls with no regret. Sometimes they found it, sometimes they lost. For each other along the way. Baby, why you? Oh, yeah. Look at here. Anybody know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Woo! We're wilding.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we are wilding. That's I mean, if you have to have some cool stuff happen to you, then do a few tours with one of your favorite guitar players in the world, and play some of your favorite songs of all time. That was, no matter what. You've heard stories about Leslie. I've told stories about Leslie.
Other
But
people have told stories about Leslie.
Other people have told stories about Leslie, but it's the sound and the feel that makes it what it is.
Worth staying in the marriage.
You're on stage for 2 hours. You're off stage for 22 hours. If you're hanging with the wrong people, it can be a miserable day. But
Good thing Leslie didn't hang out with anybody.
well, he didn't hang out with anybody. He didn't want. He didn't. I mean, we did some stuff. We went to John's house when we were playing London, and that was fun. He didn't want to stop at Stonehenge.
No.
Not stopping here. We gotta get going, Steve. We gotta go all the way down to Southampton. Leslie, that's Stonehenge, man. Dean, tell him. Dean, yeah. Okay.
Brenda
Uh-huh.
has a message from Pat Romano because he's in Facebook jail. Maybe Pat Romano doesn't realize he can watch this on YouTube.
I even posted a bunch of
On
new
Twitch.
channels that you could watch it on, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, there's not an integrated. We're coming out of the thing that makes it be able to go to all those different platforms is Restream, and basically it broadcasts it to my YouTube page, my Facebook page, LinkedIn, whatever the rest of them are, Twitter, Twitch, or is that what we do?
I don't know. Laurie said he is. He is what?
He is what?
I don't know.
Yes, he is.
You want to know his question?
Now think about that. Without any punctuation, is it yes, he is, or is it yes, he is?
She just said
or is
he
it
is.
Yes,
She
he
didn't
is.
say yes. She just said he is.
He is. Well, okay.
He is
You
watching.
said yes.
Just can't make comments.
Oh, well, that's
He can't make
listen.
comments on YouTube?
He's not on me. I don't know. Well, he can. I can see. Steve Pat wants to know: was the K Rock Blood Drive '87 a bottom line? Yes, it was. That was it. Who wants to know? Who's asking? Oh, Brenda.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's able to write to her somehow,
Well.
but he's in Facebook jail.
Okay. Well, listen.
Again.
Sometimes you got to go to Facebook jail, I guess. I have never been there.
He likes it there.
It's an old cell.
He's wilding in there.
He is wilding. That's what it is.
Wednesday, and he's wilding.
Wilding on Wednesday with Pat.
He's in Facebook jail. Send
Facebook
some
jail.
pictures of how the jail looks.
Yeah, send us some Facebook jail pictures. I'd
From
like
the
to see.
inside.
Yeah, it's got to be like some circuit boards or
Cutting up
something.
your garlic with a razor blade for your spaghetti sauce.
See, we know about
We
Italian
do.
here, Pat.
Yeah, we do.
We even like your cheese.
Romano. Oh, that's
No,
funny.
Pat cheese.
Pat cheese.
Give me some Pat cheese. No,
Sure.
God.
Okay, Brenda said Pat is watching, but he can't make comments.
That's like a gift.
Oh, Laurie
Oh,
says he
shit.
can message people, he just can't comment.
Well, that's all right. By the time the joke goes
It's
by.
like manna from heaven. Oh.
Oh man! All right.
All
Well,
right.
so
We're wilding.
we are. Me and Tater moved about 2 tons of tree
God.
trunks today.
Again.
Again, but that's it.
No, it's not it.
What's not?
There's still
Oh,
more.
but that's not those frickin' 800-pound sections, or
No.
600-pound sections.
Good thing we got that hand cart.
See, God cuts the tree down, and you have to slice it into manageable pieces.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing is the mulch will be great for the ground, and that's all that stuff.
And
So
we got a lot of pine straw that came down
Yeah.
off those pine trees.
and we had just decided, instead of using what's that horrible
the
shit that
bark
we use?
mulch.
Yeah, mulch. We
We're
wanted
using
to
the pine straw
order
mulch.
some pine straw
We
to
don't
be
have-
delivered from one of the farms, and now we have more than we need.
That's right.
because
All the pine.
the pine trees ain't using it anymore.
No, and a lot of the needles got blown off.
And you hate when your needles get blown off. Let me tell you what. You know, you think that would be a good thing, but it's not. Okay, what's next on the hit parade?
It would be the joke with Angus.
Oh, you know,
Because we're wilding.
we are wilding, and this just is here just to laugh. I mean, you've heard the joke. I'm sure most of you, or many of you, saw the episode. But this is, I had to watch this because I can't not laugh at it. I can't sit here and be straight. I'm not turning any cameras on. But if you're in need of a, if you're in need of a laugh, and you've never been here before, you have to watch it. It's only a couple of minutes long, but it's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's Angus and Steve.
Yeah, so here's Angus and Steve.
All right, then you can go back to what you're
Had a
doing.
good week then. So you're in for the magician joke?
Yes, go ahead. I'm ready.
Okay. Magician is up on stage. And he's just about to finish his act. And he's going to do his last trick. And he says, I'd like a volunteer from the audience. And he says, you know, I'd like sorry, a big man if possible. And everybody's pointing at this guy. And the guy doesn't really want to get up. But the guy, come on, sir, please, help me out with this. Help me out. Big guy, right? About 6'4", like Booker's size, 6'6", monster of a guy. And so the magician says, sir, I want you to take this sledgehammer, 20-pound sledge, and bang it on the floor and show everybody that it's real. So he bangs it on the floor, and I mean, it rattles the whole place. And he says, oh, it's real. So the magician says, okay, now I'd like you to take the sledgehammer and hit me as hard as you can with it right here. And the guy says, I don't really want to do that. I'm not really comfortable doing that. And the magician goes, it's a trick. It's a trick. So the guy says, okay. And he swings the sledgehammer back and he comes through and this guy's head explodes, right? The magician just crumbles right down on the stage. And the guy with the sledgehammer he's like losing his mind, right? I can't believe that I just did this. And they take the magician out and they put him in the ambulance and the guy's all worried and upset. You know, that nobody's giving him a hard time, but he follows the ambulance all the way. Follows the ambulance all the way to the hospital. And he's waiting in the way. He's waiting in the waiting room for like 15 hours, right? And he keeps asking, you know, can I see him? Is he all right? So the nurse comes over. He's been there like almost all day. And she says, the magician would like to see. The magician would like to see you now. And so the guy walks in and the magician's head is bandaged up. There's blood soaking through the whole thing. And he's going, and the guy says, I can't understand you. I can't understand what you're saying. I have to put my head down. And he puts his head right down by the bandages. And the magician goes, ta-da!
Oh, that was great. Oh, man.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Oh, he's like, what are you laughing at?
Oh God, I don't know what. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it made you laugh if you needed a laugh.
They were laughing before the punchline.
I was just laughing at the thought of telling the joke to Angus.
And your laughter was contagious.
Well, and once he started, there was one point where he went off, and that was it. Then we were just gone. Because I love telling jokes
and
to
I loved
Angus.
his outfit. His
yeah, that was the magician. That's what prompted the joke.
The magician joke. I think he was supposed to be a chauffeur.
Oh, I don't know what
I
he was
think that's what
supposed
that
to
car
be.
was out there.
No, I think he was. Well, I don't know. Maybe he was. Maybe he was Keith Moon. I'm not sure.
Stevie Nicks. He could have been Stevie Nicks.
He was Stevie. Absolutely was Stevie Nicks. But let's just hope that he's not. What's her name?
Top hat?
No, I blew the. No, the actress.
Did she wear a top hat?
Who was he last Halloween?
Oh, Sharon Stone.
Sharon Stone.
Yeah.
Sophie's not Sharon Stone.
Yes.
So, and don't forget Halloween.
Halloween
The
Friday.
party
we're
is-
having a
yeah,
Halloween
Friday.
Party.
hmm And interestingly enough, Monday, which is actually Halloween, it was 10/31/03 that we released the Torque album. 103, 103, 10/31/03. Halloween. We did not release it. I'm sorry. We wrapped the mixes. I wrapped the last mixes with Jim Roberts that day. So I thought I'd visit that on Monday because it's Memory Lane Monday, and that's a good memory. 19 years ago Monday. So, anyway. And what else? We have some comedy stuff here. What?
Well, no, next we have rehearsal from Germain Arena.
Oh, yeah, I thought you would find this interesting. When we
Because
did,
we're wilding on
we're
Wednesday.
freaking wilding, man. When we decided to do the hurricane relief show at Germain Arena, and I called everybody in, everybody came and played. I put together the backing band. The core band was Torque, which was Jeff Gans, Mark Hitt, and Chris Clark. But Chris Clark couldn't make the date, so we had Ken Levinsky sit in. See, Torque is like Lego. You can take different things, as long as you spell it right. So, and the thing about this show was, I didn't even realize it until Stan and Haney were talking about it on K-Rock the next morning. We had rehearsal the day before at the Hyatt. They gave us a ballroom, which was clearly a mistake. And then we had sound check and run through rehearsal in the afternoon of the show. So if everybody's set was a half hour, we didn't, we were there for a long time for sound check. And I thought you'd like to see how it goes down if you haven't already seen it, or, and it's not that it's really all that funny, although anything that we do with Eddie is funny. But this is Eddie, and then Robin Zander and Rick Nielsen were doing their set or part of it. So I just, it's just interesting. I love being in an empty arena, not, when there's supposed to be people there, but the way it sounds in an empty arena is just it's amazing, and that probably is a throwback to elementary school, the first time I heard drums in the auditorium at school. Anyway, yeah, this is cool. It's just fun. I mean, it's not, well, you'll see. It's just fun.
It's rehearsal.
You're just going to have to enjoy it. That's all. You're just going to have to enjoy it.
God is in Boston, especially. Everybody out here tonight. Something that all of us have always wanted to do. Waited so long, waited so long. Where's the high voice? Waited so long, waited so long. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, I've got to take it to my body, baby. Will disappear. Waited so long. Waited so. Waited so long. Waited so long. I've got 2 tickets to paradise. Nothing better than tonight. 2 tickets to paradise. 2 tickets to paradise.
Okay, interesting array of background singers there, no? Buck Dharma, Mark Farner.
Yeah.
Who else was back there? Was Joe Lynn back there?
Paul Pesco.
Paul Pesco was playing guitar too. He was the other guitar player. That was it was a great night.
Yeah, said she would have killed to be there. You got to play with everybody.
Yeah, and the whole thing of it was, we played. Sound check had to be 4.5 hours.
We had
because-
Loverboy there.
to get everybody's set done. And then the show, shit, I mean, I didn't play during Loverboy's set because they opened, and it was their whole band, so we just let them play. And then I think after that, it was, I started with, or we started with Rick and Robin, or was it Buck? No, we started with Buck.
I can't
Started with
remember.
Buck, then Rick and Robin, then Eddie, and then the AC/DC guys.
Loverboy.
They were first.
Oh, they were first.
They opened because they wanted to get out of there. No, they were great guys. They were really
They
nice
flew down
people.
from Canada.
Yeah. I called Mike Reno up and I said, hey, we're doing this and that and the other thing, and he said, we're in Canada, and I said, well,
Yeah, the whole band came.
it's nice here in Florida.
Yeah.
And they came and they played. It was great, and they played great. Everybody played great. It was just it was a great show. It was a lot of fun to put together and to produce it and make it happen. But then when I realized at the end of the day I had probably been playing close to 8 or 9 hours almost straight. Well, you know what I mean. It was very full. What year was that? That the first year here?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
04?
that wasn't. That was for Wilma. So the
That was
first year
Wilma?
Here, yeah, first year here was
Universal.
for Charlie.
Universal.
And that was Universal. So that was like
05?
2005. Yeah.
Oh, right, because that's when the Cliff and Brian thing started.
Right.
After that, for 06 and 07.
But you didn't play with Cliff and Brian that night.
No, I know. That was. Well, I did at the end. I mean, we all came out and played US 41, or as Brian likes to call it, Highway to Hell. Or as I like to call it, Highway to Hell.
Right.
Lads, start your engines. Start your engines. I'll tell you, Johnson was a trip. And it's interesting, how these things go, because we were pretty fast friends. Brian just lives up the road, and it was very easy to go and play golf or go and hang out or
Like to tell jokes, similar
Yeah,
sense
it's-
of humor.
yeah, it's and he's great. He's very funny, in a completely different way. He's got his own style, and so we became friends. He wasn't touring, I wasn't touring. We were working on that. We had hoped would have been an album together, and we were writing songs together. So we were hanging out, we were watching movies, we were going to the pub at night, and one night,
Italian restaurant.
yeah, oh god, yeah. What is that place?
Mediterranean.
Oh.
Yeah.
Amazing pizza at Mediterraneo and nice guys. That's one of his favorite places to have lunch. Anyway, we go out one night, and I can't remember the place that we went to, the bar, and I was staying over at his house for the night. And we go out and we have a little bit of fun, and he starts talking to some girl. Girl comes over, she's sitting between the two of us, and she's talking to me, and she's talking to him, and she's smiling and giggling. He's smiling and giggling. I'm smiling and giggling. And then, and it's Brian, so it's like, oh, you want to be right, yeah. And the girl's like, okay. I'm like, all right, let's peel back another layer of this onion. So we go out, right? We leave said bar after considerable entertainment. And Brian at the time was driving a Bentley GT, which is the two-door Bentley fastback monster fast car. And so there it is. We gets in the car. Girl gets in the car. And I'm thinking to myself, isn't your wife home? No, but I'm not saying this. I don't know the rules on Bird Key. I'm not saying. And
But you were thinking, isn't Brenda home?
yeah, I'm thinking to myself, I saw Brenda before we left. I know I did. Did she leave? What the?
You're bringing this girl home? And then he pulls in.
I don't say anything, and we pull into the frickin' to the house.
And he blocks our car in.
Right, and he blocks my car in at the time, because it was only mine at the time. No, I'm there by myself is the point. And he blocks it in with the Bentley. And I'm like, oh. So we go upstairs, right? I'm figuring, okay, I can't wait to hear the punchline to this. And we sit there and have a little bit more entertainment. And all of a sudden he goes, okay, kids, nighty-night. And it's like,
You and the girl.
what? What? And he's gone. And I'm like, holy shit. And I'm looking at the girl, and it's like, I don't know what he said to you, but, So I said, well, listen, I should really get some sleep, too. Where can I take you? And she was like, what? I was like, I got to get some rest. I got to call my wife before I go to sleep and get some rest, because we're rehearsing tomorrow, and, where can I take you? And she's like, back to town, I guess, or something like that, right? And I'm like, okay, great. Because that's the hard part, right? Got to get over that. But
Like, it's not happening.
I don't know where I am. And I don't know a lot of things. I can't even find the room I was supposed to sleep in where my keys are for my car. I gotta.
But your car was blocked in by Brian.
Right, but I could have just moved his car and taken mine. But I said, you know what? If I'm going down, I'm going down in your Bentley, dude. So I said, come on. And she was not happy about it. I don't know what she thought was going on, but okay. So I said, okay, well, where do I go? I said, I remember making a left into here. And she said, well, then you'd have to make a right. And I was like, okay.
I think your mind was a little
Want to
fried.
chat, maybe? And I have no frickin' idea where I am. None. I have no idea. No GPS, no nothing. And I'm riding around with this girl, and she goes, oh, I think it's left. I got to meet my friends. They were at Snooky's pub or when I'm like, what the? So, got rid of her. And if you're watching, sorry. No.
Well.
She wouldn't be watching. Not anymore, anyway. And so that was,
a night
Johnson.
at Brian's.
Yeah, night at Brian's.
Yeah.
And what? Oh, because we played the show with him. That's where I met him and Cliff for the first time. And then that turned into what you may know as Forklift, or Johnson Williams Longo and Hit, or whatever else you want to call it, which some people called it some stuff. But yeah, that was a fun time. I mean, not that, it's not I had done the Universal. That was for Charlie, right? Universal?
Yes.
See?
With Michael Bolton and
Right, yeah, and Twisted Sister and Torque and
Robin.
right?
And Eddie.
Robin, Eddie Money, and
Mark Farner.
Mark, and Dickie
Was Jill
Betts.
in there?
Rick, we said. So yeah, it was that was like after our first hurricane. We're here for 13 days, and then Charlie moves in, and it's like so we had no damage. We were just renting the house, but it was no damage, no nothing. I didn't lose any guitars or anything. And I said, man, that's it. And that's when we got connected with Henry.
Right.
And
Rick Derringer.
Right, and Rick, and we
Dickie
put on
Betts.
the concert, and we had rehearsals at Rick's, and it was fun.
Yeah,
And I
it was.
reconnected with Paul because I called Paul. That's where I called Paul, and Chris Clark was on those shows. Ken Levinsky is on the other ones. I have other ones. I'll have more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
So where is this next one from?
What is this next one?
Mark Farner, I'm Your Captain.
It's from this show, I think. And
Jermaine?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, and it's and that's when we rehearsed at the Hyatt. Hyatt says, "Oh yeah, we'll give you." We everybody was staying there, all the artists except for me, because I live here. No, it was, and they gave us a ballroom to rehearse in, and so everybody came in. Everybody had a different time, and all the band stayed the same: Chris, Mark, Paul, me, Jeff. But the artists would come through, and we would do their 3-4 songs, whatever it was, learn them, and then we routine them at the Hyatt. The thing the Hyatt didn't, I think, realize is that we were probably going to rattle teeth on the 4th floor, but because it was pretty loud and we were playing pretty good. As it was fun. I mean, when you get a whole bunch of players in a room like that, and then you put a good band around them, which, they had a pretty good band around them, and everybody just wants to play. It's glorious, man. It's like, and whether it's on the floor, well, it wasn't on the floor, but pretty much on the floor in a ballroom or up on a huge stage like Germain Arena, it's the same kind of fun. It's just other people are there. So this was amazing because when Rat Race first started out and this album came out, we did this song, Closer to Home. I'm Your Captain, Closer to Home. Oh. And it was amazing because I hadn't played this song in years, right? And since we played it, I think in the 60s or whenever it came out. What year did it come out? My data miner.
What is the name of the song?
I'm Your Captain, yeah.
Or Closer to Home?
It's both. It's I'm Your Captain, Closer to Home.
Okay.
Let's see.
1970.
1970. Okay, there you go. So that would have been...
And it's I'm Your Captain, and then in parentheses, Closer to Home.
Okay. So that would have been Bob Catapano and Larry
Written
McGowan.
by Mark Farner.
Yeah. But it was great because it was so, epic, like. Anyway. I thought it was...
It says right here, I'm Your Captain is an epic song written by Mark Farner. And recorded by Grand Funk Railroad in 1970.
And played by us here.
2005.
So I'm Your Captain. Closer to home. turn your mic on
Yeah.
if you wanted to. See, I was dazzled. You got to realize, that album came out 70. We learned the song probably the day it hit the street and played it every night until we replaced it with something else. Maybe it was a year, maybe it was, I don't know. But it was a big production number. And
For Rat Race Choir.
yeah, for Rat Race. And when I played it with Farner for the very first time, which was at those rehearsals, and then the sound check, it was like I remembered every note, and it just felt like it used to feel, only that's Mark Farner playing and singing it. It was wild. Chris used to sing that. So,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I don't think we did it. Yeah, Chris Peck used to sing that.
Huh.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, old times. And so that was fun, and there was that.
And Mark Farner's quite the performer.
Oh, he was great. I loved working with him. I remember Jackie taking the piss out of him because Jackie emceed a show that we did together, Jackie the Joke Man, and he said, he just, I don't know, because Mark tends to get
A little dramatic.
passionate. Yes, passionate. We're going to leave it at that. This one, I've been doing a lot of press for Oxzoomed. I'm doing interviews almost every day, and it's like the old days, only it's just me. But I'm having great conversations with DJs all over the country, Cincinnati, Tampa. It's just
iHeartRadio.
I did iHeartRadio today, and just amazing people, talking to great people that are like excited about this record and asking me, all about it, how did it happen, and so on and so forth. And it's amazing, and I know some of you, I understand that some of you have not gotten your stocking stuffer yet.
Yeah, he needs to call the record.
I will call the label tomorrow and actually find out what's going on. But if it shows up tomorrow, you can still blame it on me. No, this is the first time in a record release in a long, long time that I don't know every move that's going on, and it's like, wow, this is great.
The ball's out of your hand.
Yeah, I just get to, no, this, that.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
great. It's great. I'm a happy little pea.
Okay, are we ready for our next one?
Yes, my next one.
Gail will like this one.
Gail will like this one. So we'll. This is fun. This is what it's like to be over 55 and say, hey, you guys want to put a rock band together? Well, sure. What do you want to play? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, so this is the Robin Zander Band doing Badge.
Thinking about the times you drove in my car. Thinking that I might have drove you too far. And I'm thinking about the love that you laid on my table. I told you not to wander around in the dark. I told you about the swans that live in the fire. And I told you about the kid he's married to Mabel. Yes, I told you that the light goes up and down. So know just let
wants to know if you recorded any behind the scenes with them.
With the Xander band?
Yeah. Oh, you have sound check parties.
Yeah. I mean, people did. No, but I know what you mean. So, nah, that wasn't Robin. I don't think that was his thing. The opportunity to do that never really presented itself. You know, and you don't. The thing about that band that was probably odd for Robin is the three of us, Mark, Larry, and me, we have been playing together for years. So we've got all the inside jokes and the language and the whole thing. And so Robin's just there not getting the joke. I forgot Henry was there, and, you know, it was just... So
That's
when
why he put his kid in the band.
yeah, so yeah, well, I was going to say so we started adding Little Z into gigs. I don't know if he's Little Z anymore or he's Robin Taylor now.
Yeah.
It's like my cousin Bunny.
Yeah.
He has nothing to worry about though, because you're the Bunny. I wouldn't be able to call anybody else that. So.
That's right.
But you know, so and as time went on and we spent more time on the road, it got more familiar. And you know, for Robin, I mean, Robin and I had the friendship going back years, but he didn't know Mark or Larry. And I remember the first time he played with Larry was at that Johnny Damon thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And he said to Larry, "You're not a doctor, really. You're not really a doctor." And, hey, bud, where you going? Uh-oh. He's trying to get out.
Yeah, Rim.
I gotta
5
let
more
him out.
minutes.
No, let him out. He wants to go. Let him
All
go.
right, go
Go
on.
ahead. Go ahead.
Go on, little boy. He doesn't want to go. Because he know. Oh,
No,
my,
because then he's
this
not on.
fell on him.
Oh.
My kiddo.
She worries. Okay.
All right. Okay. Well, we got one more to play. for
Okay,
you.
yes, and this one is the humorous one. This is, I'll just fire this up and pull the volume up. This is,
Because we're wilding on Wednesday.
We're wilding on Wednesday. When you need to stretch, right? Because you're supposed to be announcing, who was it?
Dimes,
Eddie.
the
Yeah.
Alliance.
Not
Yeah, no,
stretching,
I know
like
who. I know who
physically.
it was. No. This
Our
is.
MC, Randy Thomas, our fabulous auctioneer.
Oh, fabulous
All the people
auctioneer.
running the concessions. Howie out in front of house. Henry been singing some backgrounds. Everybody from Tektronix and everybody else that put this show together.
Okay, so what this is we were christening a frickin' golf course or something. I don't know what it was, and it was Eddie, Robin, Jolyn, and
It was a
Mark.
charity
Mark
event.
Farner. Yeah, it was a charity event. It was March of Dimes, and it was the Alliance of the Arts, and I guess Eddie was. Yeah, it was. Oh, Buck wasn't there, so it would have been Jolyn. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, Eddie was supposed to be last, right? So I worked this thing out with him. I said, "Look, you know, I'll do this thing about something about 2 tickets to paradise." And he says, "Yeah, Stevie, yeah, do that, yeah." And I'm up there, and I'm looking over, and he's not there. He's not by the side of the stage, and I really can't tell you why. I can't. I could tell you, but I'm not going to tell you why he was delayed because, you know.
Because he's Eddie.
Yeah, but yeah, suffice it to say it's because he's Eddie, and this is a good plan gone wrong.
How about a big round applause for everyone?
I'm looking. Is he there? No, not yet. Okay. All right. Yeah, is he there? No? There's
Now, a lot of
Breeze.
people called me up and said, "Hey, Steve, can you get me some tickets?" I said, "You know, it's a charity. I really can't get you tickets." The truth is, all I really had was 2. Can you imagine that? All they gave me was 2. 2. Eddie, all they gave me was 2. 2 tickets to what?
Shit, now here comes the goon squad to tell.
Good, you're calling Henry the goon
No,
squad?
well,
That's Henry.
that is Henry. Look at the horse. He's telling me now, and I'm like not surprised at what I'm hearing. But I'm laughing because
It's typical.
it's perfect.
Henry's
I
laughing.
spy a Robin Zander.
Xander was trying to.
Testicles, spectacles, wallet, and watch. Robin, you want to sing one for Eddie?
Robin, you wanna
This
sing
is
for
just
Eddie?
too funny. He's helping get Eddie to the stage. Not helping, but he's assisting in
Ushering
the
him.
effort. Yeah. Hey Stevie, I lost my shoe.
Anyway, like I said.
Okay, here.
Like
it
I
comes.
said, all they gave me was 2 tickets.
Jesus.
Eddie, please bail me out, buddy. They gave me 2 tickets to paradise. Eddie Money!
Got a surprise now, especially for everybody out there tonight. Something that all of us have always wanted to do. Come on, come on. Waited so long. Let me hear you.
Waiting so long,
I can't hear you.
waiting so long.
Waited so long. Waited so long.
Oh God, he was
I'm
so.
gonna take you on
was just such a
trip
trip
so far
working with
from
him,
here.
whatever.
How about Hawaii?
How about hell?
I've got 2
Just
tickets
Krista.
in my pocket,
Oh, and the
baby.
rocking chairs.
We'll
Remember the
disappear.
rocking chairs?
Your
Just
turn,
one on
everybody.
the seat.
I can't hear you.
Waiting so long,
I still can't hear you.
waiting so long.
Waited so long. Waited so long.
Oh God.
I've got. You can make it bad to me tonight. I got 2 tickets to paradise. 2 tickets to paradise.
There's Joanne, Henry. That's. Oh. Yeah, Mark Fire. Guys singing backgrounds, man. That's. It was a great time. That was a lot of fun, and I thought you would enjoy me trying to be the master of ceremonies, the MC for short, but not for long. Anyway,
Eddie was like a kitten you couldn't keep in the box.
Stevie, I lost my shoe.
That was the next day.
The next day, we had to play golf the next day. It was
That's
part
right.
of the thing, and Eddie is on my. He's in my
your
foursome, right? Riding in my. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
When you do a tournament like that, it's one person from whatever the show is, and then the other 3 people pay to play in the foursome. But Eddie hops into my cart. Stevie, take me to the next hole, quick!
Anton says, I really want to know what he was doing. So do we.
Yeah.
We weren't there back
Well, let me
then
just you get this is the story that you get. This is what you get. So take me to the next hole, Stevie. Yeah, on the
That's
fairway.
next day.
Yeah, this is the next day, and he says, "Wait, turn around! I dropped something. And I'm like, "What the?" There's other people hitting balls, and he,
And it was for a children's charity.
yeah, which is
golf
good. The March of
event.
Dimes and the art, Alliance of the Arts, and his bag of pot fell out in the middle of the fairway, so we had to go back and scoop it up.
So Gail loved tonight.
Oh, good.
All
I'm
right,
glad.
you love Wilding
You
on
like Wilding on Wednesday? Because this is what it
Woo!
is. This is Wilding on Wednesday, and so that makes tomorrow Throwback Thursday.
That's right, and we'll tell you who we're throwing back tomorrow.
Yeah, as soon as we figure it out.
That's right.
I was going to look at let's see if I could, what interview am I doing tomorrow? Because maybe they can get it.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. I don't know.
They're all leaving. They gotta go watch.
Oh, well, I got to go watch stuff too, so if I don't see you in the future, I'll see you in the pasture.
Good night, everybody. Tomorrow night, Throwback Thursday.
We're throwing it back. And cue theme song.